Do you understand the difference between right and wrong?
No, I don't, but I would like to know more in the future.
What don't you understand?
I understand right, but I do not understand wrong. John and Zach came to make a documentary about our world. We all have something called autism, and they want to know what it's like.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
You might think we're strange. You might not like us. Sometimes we get angry.
Your obsessions seem to turn into worries. Or your worries seem to turn into obsessions.
We're born like this and we'll always be different. We want to live in the real world, not the autistic world, but it's hard. This is our story. I wonder what you'll think of us.
I want you to make me normal. I want you to make me normal. I love you to make me normal. I like to be normal. I love to fucking kill myself. Sorry.
Spa School's one of the largest state schools in Britain for children with autism.
We teach children that they are autistic. I believe very strongly that if they don't know they're autistic, that if they don't know that this was a disability they were born with, that this disability causes them this huge stress, often anger, then they will think of themselves as a bad person. I think they need to know that that's caused by the autism.
Why are you blackmailing me?
Autism's a condition of the mind, and it affects over 500,000 people in this country.
There are some parts of the brain which seem a little bit different from other people's brains.
It makes these children struggle with so many things we take for granted. For them, everyday life can be endlessly confusing, and they'll often find comfort in routine, repetitive behaviour and obsessive interests.
Mr. Messy, Mr. Greedy, Mr. Sneeze, Mr. Strong, Mr. Davy, Mr. Fuzzy, Mr. Worry, Mr. Uppity, Mr. Dizzy, Mr. Topsy-Turvy, Mr. Muddle, Mr. Mean, Mr. Nosy.
Autism can take away the imagination needed to understand how others are feeling. And the constant battle with reality leads to frustration and anxiety.
It's killed my happiness. I've been happy before.
Autism covers a wide range of behaviour. Some of the children at Spa School rarely speak. Others show no outward signs of disability. We spent months filming with some of the more able students, and they showed us a world more complex and fascinating than we could have imagined.
The real world is much better than the autistic world. It's got trees, estate agents, shops, places where you can go out for meals, job centres, you name it, it's got it all.
Mania's 12 years old and he's been at Spa School for a year. He hates his disability and tries to deny it. Why are you at Spa School?
Because they made a mistake and put me here.
In fact, Mania has a form of autism called Asperger's syndrome. Children with this form of autism seem less severely affected because they have more normal speech and are often above average intelligence.
My ambitions for the future, I want to go to Oxford, and then I want to be an astronaut, the first person on Mars, and then I want to be an Egyptologist.
Mania's autism can cause outbursts of anger and frustration. According to the school incident log, his behaviour is more challenging than any other pupil in the school.
Monier, on the 12th of September, refused to comply, unsafe and disruptive behaviour, hitting staff, damaging property.
I'm fed up with this.
Do you know what? Well, I'm not fed up. Put the brake in. You know how to do it.
What?
Can you just...
You just don't care, do you?
Only refusing to work, beginning to upset others, tearing up the work of others. Damaged the property, threw the radio to the floor, throwing the kettle. That was here, throwing the kettle through my computer. Tearing up plants, destroying trees. Finally picked up a garden fork.
So I'm going to waste my plate on the only plate I'm actually having your roll in it! Okay, I'm at spa school because some people think I've got Asperger's. Okay, I'm at spa school because I've got Asperger's.
Roy's 18 and in his last year at school. Like many people with autism, he has an obsessive interest in one subject. For Roy, it's EastEnders, especially Vicky Fowler.
I first saw Vicky Fowler on EastEnders 23rd of January 2003 on a Thursday at 7:57 at the time. I remember exactly what she was doing. She came in the house, she bent down the fridge and got a drink of lilt out the fridge, and she had it in her hand and she went, "Hello."
Roy can talk about EastEnders for hours. He's memorised the birthdays of every actor and of the character they play. We wondered if he realised this might seem strange.
I think I'm a little bit different.
In what way?
The way I say things or talk about things, like if I talk about EastEnders for too long, people might think I'm giving myself away. I'm a bit strange or unusual to someone else because I'm talking about it for so long that they think there should be a little break and talk about something different. Do you think that's right?
This is one of my greatest outfits. It looks hip-hop, good, wicked and urban.
Roxanne's 13. She's interested in clothes, music and magazines. What she really wants is a friend. But Roxanne's autism makes friendship very difficult. Her behaviour is often inappropriate.
Sorry.
She finds everyday life confusing and threatening. And she came to Spa School with a history of attacking staff and harming herself.
You know what autism means?
Yes.
Can you help me to cope with autism?
Yes.
How?
I don't want to be hurt.
No.
Not nice, is it? Don't throw it because it's dangerous.
Although Roxanne wants to be filmed, she finds it very difficult.
Come.